Hi everyone, welcome into my channel. Firestorm Shan here. I hope everybody's doing well. Well, today Saturn entered a situation with the sun. It's what we call a square, and it is a tension place in the skies. Okay, Saturn is the disciplinary, the structured one. Earth energy, Capricorn energy is ruled by Saturn. So today, it's interesting because the sun is in Cancer, which is mother energy and nurturing, and then we've got this square with Saturn, which is father energy, wanting to bring some discipline and structure into motherhood or the home, or things like that. Okay, so it is a time of establishing healthy boundaries as well. So when the sun enters Cancer and then it squares Saturn, it brings in a clash between your desires for emotional safety and your need to have those firm boundaries. It can be a little tricky to navigate. I think it's going to be this way for just a couple of days this week, where I'm just going to be honest with you. I was triggered at work today already by a text email situation trying to assist a client, doing what I could to be nurturing and kind and trying not to respond emotionally, but it was getting to be a challenge for me at work to not respond emotionally. Um, I can't say I did 100% well, but I think I did okay. The problem was is that the answer was no, and the person did not want to hear that. So I had to establish a firm boundary in business of what I can and cannot offer at this time, at this in particular time. So it just a delay is not necessarily a denial. You might not be denied entirely, but things could be delayed until this energy moves. Okay. It really makes you test your commitments when you're being challenged and emotionally triggered when you have to experience these delays. It can make you feel weighed down and a heavy responsibility. And I didn't even realize that Saturn had entered um, into a square with the sun until I got an email, and I signed up for astrology sites, and I got an email and it was reminding me about it. And I was like, oh, yeah. And it was right at the moment that email came in at the exact same time that I was going through this situation with the client. I want to make sure that I was leaving a good positive memory, but also taking assertive action and being a leader. And that's what you have to do. So this week, my messages are from spirit. Compassion doesn't require overextending yourself. Compassion does not require overextending yourself. Cancerian energy is very compassionate. High Priestess, Ace of Ariel. That's the cut deck. Use your intuition here to bring in valuable information that will bring peace to your situation. Okay, it also says the Ace of Ariel is bringing in new money, new time, new support, a change in a job or position. All right, so career friction. Maybe that's why that came out, that card, the Ace of Ariel. Some of you guys might feel really triggered to quit your job this week if you feel like you're being somebody's poking the bear, because Cancerian energy, when it's feeling pressured, can be controlling in the way of protecting their own. The mama bear, don't poke mama bear energy, okay? So it is recommended that we take small, courageous steps to refocus our boundaries and choosing to protect what really truly matters and to let go of what really is just petty. Okay. So the test here this week is emotional triggers in the workplace. Could affect the home as well. Tensions, the structure of the home. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and split the deck. I'm hearing. And let's just do a little tarot spread. I'm going to be using the angel deck today. And this deck I've got angel answers for later, but that's not what I'm using right now. I'm using, to find it, the Archangel Power Tarot. Sit it right there. I'll sit it right there. Okay. So, with that being said, Spirit has our back, bringing this awareness to us so that we don't get taken by surprise and wonder what in the heck is in the water today. It's just a power struggle, okay? And watch out for emotional manipulation, because my client tried to emotionally manipulate me with these emojis that had tears running down their face about how disappointed they were. I'm sorry, but that's manipulation. Okay. Now, starting off the reading is decisions, number 15, Archangel Jophiel. Purple is very beautiful. Look, it matches my nails. Look at me. Woo-hoo. Imagery matters. You gotta, there's a lot of birds here, and there's also a bird in a cage. This bird is locked up while the other birds around it are flying. Something about letting this bird out of the cage so it can be with its fellow like-kinded people, the other birds. Birds in a feather flock together. I'm hearing birds in a feather flock together. Why am I hearing that? Birds of a feather flock together. So, what is tethering you and feathering you together with others? Flock together with them. But this is the message: release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self confidence. Okay? So, this bird is in a cage. It's time to let the bird out of the cage so it can be supported by like minded people. Release yourself from what holds you back. A need to detox, unnecessary worry. It's based off of a lack of confidence. That's what Spirit's saying. Decision, Archangel Jophiel. That is number 15, and that is also a 6 in numerology. Sixes are about bringing equal give and take and balance to a situation, right? So really, there's nothing to worry here. Okay, there's maybe a need to detox from working too many hours, not getting enough rest, or anything that could be just, it says detox. Maybe there is something in your life that could use a detox. All right, the Knight of Michael has flipped over while we were talking. Let's see what the message is from the Knight of Michael. This is the Knight of Swords. It is time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotions. There's sudden changes. Logic over emotions. So this is the Knight of Swords in the Tarot, which is somebody coming in quick thinking with a message to solve a problem. It is time to move quickly. It's time to choose logic, mind over heart, logic in this decision, because there are sudden changes coming up quickly that we might not see coming. So we got to make a decision to release ourselves from that which holds us back and to move quickly and choose logic over emotions this week. Okay. And that is the supporting energy of releasing yourself. You're being helped or hindered in this position when it's crossing like this. So quick thinking is going to get you out of this situation and to not respond emotionally. Compassion doesn't require overextending yourself. So what is the driving energies? It is the Saturn placements in the skies, but what is the driving energies right now? 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things of life. But this is what's in your foundation. 9 of Ariel. This is the 9 of Pentacles. So this is someone that is independent and confident and financially successful. And with the rainbow, it is a symbol of a promise. That is in your foundation, that your dreams will be fulfilled. Your hard work is paying off, and you're going to be just fine. Okay, so just remain independent of any kind of drama. Okay, release yourself from it. You don't have to go with the crowd. Okay, not everybody has to agree with you. Okay, so in your headspace, we have 2 cards: the King of Gabriel Keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, and experience that leads to success, and genuine concern for others. So, King of Gabriel is generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Okay. To keep your eyes on the big picture. Whoop. Keep your eye on the big picture. Remain grounded and seated in your position of authority. You have the experience that is required to lead others to success. And they're asking you to genuinely be concerned and care for others. Like I was telling you with my, this is not tarot clients, by the way, when I'm telling you my story. This is my other business where I'm at right now. And it's fine. I'm on break right now. So I'm doing this, but just to clarify, I just felt like I need to say that because I am mixing two separate businesses together when I'm talking. You also got number 9 here, which is an epiphany from Archangel Raziel, more purple. This decision is an epiphany to you. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others and answers that come through meditation. So you are a wise guide. You know, waking up to the position, you do have positions of power and authority to help other people and to lead and guide with grace and compassion. You have that. And that has come through spiritual growth. You know, you had to mature into this ability to be able to manage your emotions over fight or flight reaction. So, what happened in the recent past? 9 of Gabriel, another 9. You have 3 nines on the board. So, this is about some sort of ending, wrapping up of a cycle, because nines are always about the encroaching the end of a cycle, right? 9 of Gabriel, stay determined and move forward and be prepared for any possibility. And active environmental activism. So, the farmer, environmental activism. This is in your position of the recent past. So again, you've been doing the work, you've been staying determined, you know, and therefore you are able to move on quickly in a very grounded and positive manner, being open to possible possibilities and caring about Mother Gaia Earth while you're doing it as well. The 9 of Gabriel, the 9 of Ariel, okay, the 9 of Archangel Raphael, Epiphany, okay. I believe you have everything you need to be successful and you're going to be just fine. But we're talking about the energies this week and we need to stay grounded and rooted and maybe hang out and do some gardening work or root work. All right, so let's go ahead and get what's coming in. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunity for happiness. Search for the silver lining. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Gifts. Someone's feeling like their gifts aren't good enough. They're feeling not good enough. They're feeling disappointed, abandoning their gifts because they think they're not valuable. Right? This is the Archangel Raphael, who is a healer. He's our healing angel. And he's just telling us something is coming and you might doubt yourself, have regret about the way you handle a situation, but it's okay. Search for the silver lining. Search for the silver lining. What is the silver lining, folks? The 9 of Michael. Folks, we got another 9. 9999. 999. We've got this major arcana epiphany, number 9. 5 and 6. So there is a progression, 5 to 6. 5s mean change through conflict. 6 means that change is supposed to bring in a balance at 6. 7, 8, those are not on the board. So we're moving straight up to number 9. Time to wrap something up. 9 of Michael, your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome that you desire and release any feelings of regret or guilt or worry to your angels. So the silver lining is your worry is unnecessary. Focus on the thoughts, on the outcome you desire. So whatever you think about, if you're thinking about my gifts are not good enough, I'm not able to help, I feel disappointed because I could have done more and I left somebody out in the cold, but really you feel like you've done everything that you can. Compassion doesn't require overextending yourself. The silver lining here is compassion doesn't require you overextending yourself. So it's finding the silver lining in having compassion for others, but a sense of detachment. Does that make sense? Yes, it does to me. And detaching from the outcome, releasing yourself from that which holds you back. You can't be a people pleaser this week, folks. Don't even try. All right, so what is the actual situation here right now? What's the situation? Ace of Gabriel, it is your lucky day. New resources of money, time, and support, a change or a job or promotion. This is twice we saw this because it came out in the beginning of the reading on the split deck. Okay, I've got this card twice today in another reading. It is the Ace of Ariel is the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins. So there is an opportunity to bring in new resources and support today. Okay, so in the silver lining, your angels are saying that they are here to help you. All right, now these cards here, just now flipped over. We've got the moon and the 10 of Michael. This is the 10 of Pentacles and the moon. So there is an opportunity for you to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, and face your fears and grow stronger. Now, you guys, I can't make this up. It's the moon card, which is Cancerian energy, and that's where we're at right now. We're talking about the sun is in Cancer. It is an 18, and 8 plus 1 is what? 9 again. A 9 again, you guys. That is Archangel Haniel. 10 of Michael, they're saying take a bow. That's the 10 of Pentacles. Take a bow. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Put the past behind you. That's the whole heart of the reading, is operating out of some sort of fear of the past. It's holding you back. Take a bow. Somebody is, I'm hearing congratulations. You did it. Take a bow. A situation has ended. Finally. You are finally free, and now you have new opportunities. And that's what the Ace of Ariel was. There's new opportunities. That's the situation coming in for you. New support, new promotions, new jobs. Congratulations. You've done everything that you can at this current point in time. This is how you are looking to other people. Inside, the angels are saying, yes, there is an opportunity for you to improve your plans, because she's looking right at the 5 of Raphael. We don't have to look at disappointments as failure, because failure is just an opportunity to mature and develop something into even stronger or better. It's a failure is an attempt at trying, but you never fail when you try. You know what I mean? How many times did they try to invent the light bulb before they actually got it, or electricity before they got it? I mean, that's real. Like, let's ask. How many times do typically entrepreneurs and people have to try something before it actually successfully works? For instance, like how, creating electricity, trial and error, a little light bulb, trial and error, stuff like that. Let's see, Google. Let's see what they say. On average, successful entrepreneurs and inventors try between 2 to 4 major business ideas or thousands of smaller iterations before achieving a massive breakthrough. While popular folklore celebrates extreme numbers, actual data from business research shows a more structured pattern of trial and error. So it's trial and error. Okay. So they want you to be realistic about it. All right. All right. Thomas Edison famously noted that he did not fail, but rather founded 10,000 ways that won't work before perfecting the incandescent light bulb. Think about that perspective. Edison famously noted he did not fail, but rather found 10,000 ways that won't work before perfecting the incandescent light bulb. So there is room to improve your plans. You do have gifts, you do have callings, but they just need to be developed. Keep working on them. Keep trying. If you do happen to respond emotionally to someone today or this week and you get triggered by that squaring Saturn, it's actually, asking you to grin and bear it and save face. And if you can do that, Saturn always leaves a gift. Okay? Saturn always leaves a gifty. So be looking for a gift to come. I really felt that very strong. I have a very strong, warm feeling coming over me and over my left side right here. Okay? And that is very nurturing feminine energy. Okay. So what is your challenge? Solutions, number 14, which is a 5, change through conflicts. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience. Forgiving and healing energies. So this is Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel. Okay, so have a forgive yourself, forgive others, for whatever might come out this week. They want you to have a little more self-control, a little more confidence, a little more patience, and be willing to compromise. And that's a challenge because some of us might not be willing to compromise. It's like it was my situation where um I wasn't able to do something for someone and they were upset. Um I had to find a solution and a compromise. Well, I can help you, but I can't help you today. It's going to be a while. We're booked out 6 to 8 weeks. It was kind of like that. Like somebody needed an emergency, but it wasn't really an emergency. You know what I mean? It wasn't a true emergency. If it was, I would have made a way. I care, but it wasn't. And this person was unwilling to take the efforts on their own behalf to be disciplined enough to understand and learn or call somebody else. There's plenty of other people. Okay. I gave her resources. She didn't like the options. I'm sorry. So, like, that's all you got to do. That's the challenge. And so, objective compromise to say, well, ma'am, I can do this and this for you, but I can't do this. I mean, this is what I can do. Let's not say can't. I'll take it back because that's terrible for sales, especially if you're in sales. You just say, this is what I can do. And then if they come back with a rebuttal, just say, well, this is what I can do. And even if you have to repeat yourself 3 times to say it over and over again, eventually they'll hear you because some people can get something in their mind, they get hard-headed about it and they're not hearing you. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about? Like I've told you 3 times, that's not a service we offer, but they keep asking. Kind of like that. You know what I mean? Somebody keeps asking you for something over and over again. They're poking the bear. Come on. All right. Let's talk about the outcome of the reading. Finalizing this reading out. What is our outcome of the reading, please? Or a potential outcome? I like it. You have peace. The outcome of your reading is peace. Number 13. 3 plus 1 is a 4, which is about your stability. It's the number of the archangels. Release the past. That's 3 times the angels have told us to release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Be at peace. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. And there was another one that came out, the Knight of Ariel. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. You're being watched over by someone kind. Okay. All right, my love. So they're just saying be at peace. Release the past. So in the position of the past, you got the 9 of Gabriel. So I have to ask because it's in the position of the past and they want you to release the past. Why are they asking you to release staying determined and staying determined moving forward? Um, I'm just feeling inclined to ask that. What in the past needs to be, let's not just guess. What in the past needs to be released? What in the past needs to be released? Thank you. The 4 of Raphael. It's the 4 of Cups. And and this is a healing energy of seeking out other possibilities, looking for magic in life, and being aware of your own emotions. So be aware of your own emotions, of any boredom or disdain, sadness, or just a feeling of apathy. over, look, she's kind of just like over it, starting to isolate a little bit. It's a four again, which has got to do with your stability. That's what you need to let go of in the past. They want you to seek other possibilities. So maybe something that you've been staying determined in and moving forward with in the past, they're asking you to seek other possibilities. Like it's still good to stay determined and move forward, but maybe have you ever got your eye on a prize or the carrot, chasing the carrot, and it's really not what spirit has for you, or it doesn't align with your purpose, but you've been working so hard and hard and hard because of traditions. For instance, family traditions. My dad did this, my mom did this. They wanted me to stay around and they wanted me to do what they do for work so I could be near the family. We could just raise up the whole family together in a big generational tribe and start a commune and blah, blah, blah. But what if that's not working for you? I'm having a vision of an Amish community, and I'm seeing some of the younger Amish people leaving their communities. They worked very hard seeking and preparing for their own gardenings. They have their own gardens. They don't have electricity. They are environmental activists. They don't use chemicals. They pick bugs off of their plants every day, so they're naturally taking care of everything, and that's been fine. Okay, so things have been fine in the past, but there's another possibility. And so somebody here's bored, they're over it, or they're wanting to go explore outside of what they've been doing for so long. Even if it appears successful, there is a sense of boredom. I want to do something else. Okay. So maybe you do need to let go of what you've been chasing for so long if it's not giving it to you. And if it's love, they say, set the birdie free. And if it really loves you back, it'll return. Right? All right, folks. Well, that is what I have for you. Let's go ahead and see if we can ask for some messages from the angels here on timing. Okay. Get your little shuffle. Angel answers. All right. If this involves career for you, this is going to be your message concerning career. And then we'll do one for love. And then we'll just do a general, we'll pull three cards. This is going to be your answer. If you have questions about your career, angels, what can you tell the collective through the angel answers deck? Please, thank you. They're saying abundance. And they're also saying romance. That's what's underneath it. So that was our second question. And then we have big, happy changes. And they're saying it's up to you. But you do have to what? Let go of the past. Let go of the past. There is abundance waiting for you if you're looking for it. There is romance waiting for you if you're looking for it. There is big happy changes coming for you if you're open to it, but it's up to you. Compassion doesn't require overextending yourself. So in the past, you've stayed determined, you've moved forward, you've prepared for any possibility, you've been very busy overextending yourself to others. But compassion doesn't require that. And be kind to yourself. And some people, they don't give a crap. They don't care about anything but you do what they want you to do, especially if they've hired you to do something. It's like you hired me to do a reading for you and I didn't turn it in like I told you it would be ready in 48 hours and it's 2-3 weeks later and you still haven't gotten it. No. First of all, that's bad business and I would never do that. If something like that were to happen, you'd already have a refund. And then if it were, in my opinion, I don't take on jobs like that I think I can't handle. That's just not my, I'm too responsible for that. There's no way. If you order something from me, you're going to get it. And I think about it a lot. I spend a lot of time meditating and thinking about your energies. I take you home with me all the time, folks. I do. All right, folks. Well, those are our messages from the angels for us. Saturn enters the square with Cancer. So this is tension. It's got to do with your emotions. Just bring in awareness. I hope this has been helpful, fun, or entertaining, or whatever it is that you wanted it to be. Remember, tarot is for entertainment purposes only. I'm here to be a guide of light and encouragement. If you want to book a personal reading with me, please go to my website. I'll post it in the section below. My rates are all listed there, and you can reach out to me to book a reading. Until next time, God bless. Bye.